Why are you taking this apart again?
Like I said, there's really no reason. There's really no reason for this discussion.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
No, that's not good. Hi, ho, Keegan the Vlog here. Welcome back to the channel, and this is a special report on the state of the Radwood. So this is the current fleet of daily driver status cars that I use on the regular. First up is the 1990 BMW E30 convertible in Calypso. The second one, this is the second one. It's got the big 2.5 in it. And I'm just checking the power steering fluid because this car needs a power steering rack. And here's my collection of power steering fluid and motor oil. 1992 Acura Legend L sedan that I picked up at the same time as the BMW to replace my 2015 Tesla Model S that was totaled. Link to that video in the description. That was in 2023. It is 2025 now, and let's see, April to April. So we're more than 3 years into the ownership of these cars now. You just saw this car go to the National Acura Legend meet in Burlington, Vermont. Trouble-free drive, except for the nail in the tire. But that's not a problem with the car, that just happens. When you put lots of miles on things, things happen. The Acura has been a fantastic car, a 1992 vehicle that is really the workhorse of my Radwood fleet. It's my newest car, yes, but still, it's over 30 years old. A couple of things have developed on my watch. This is on me. Here, the back of this leather. So the back of the leather on the seats splitting. I keep these seats oiled up pretty well, but for the last couple of years, this car sat outside baking in the sun at work. I was not parking in a parking garage. I have a new job now, and I park in a parking garage, so that is at least not going to get worse. I did find that the seat covers can be had for these cars. I don't know about this color though, because it's so rare. So I need to look into that. It's not bad enough that I want to recover the seats yet. I just did the BMW because they were in pretty bad shape, and letting them go further would have degraded the foam, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to replace foam in that car. So the seats in the BMW have been redone. They look great. They feel great. They're awesome. GNS here in Annapolis did a fantastic job. They did the DeLorean as well. Did a great job. So we were learning some of the things that are typically missing on this car that my car has. The sticker on the airbox, this little plastic cover for the battery, and this piece right here. And I have all of those on mine. It's very clean under here. This car does not get driven after they start putting salt on the road. So this goes into hibernation before the first snow happens. Same going to be with this car. Obviously, the convertibles have a season. We are in that season right now. The daily situation right now is heavily favoring the BMW E30 just because of the weather. Sacrificial lamb to the rust gods is the Volkswagen Quantum. And I know it's kind of a special car, but it's not really the special version of the car. The Sport Wagon Synchros are the really collectible ones, and really, really cool cars. They're usually stick shifts. All-wheel drive, obviously, and just a great car. This is a grandma car. Quite literally, it had a Mary Kay sticker on it. But automatic, base model. So one of the marketing points on this car was the fact that every one of them had electric windows. This one does not, and I, for the life of me, have no idea why. This might actually be the unicorn base model Quantum that has crank windows, no sunroof, no accoutrement really at all. It has air conditioning. That's about the only option this car has, and a radio, but I think they all came with radios by this point. When I got it, it had 13-inch wheels with, or maybe they were 14, 13 or 14-inch wheels with hubcaps. I have since upgraded to the set of snowflakes that came off of my first E30. Put a Volkswagen badge on the center cap because this is my workhorse for the winter. So this will be the car that I drive essentially when the first snow happens to after we get a couple of good soaking rains in the springtime. That's my car. Okay, the Quantum has a pretty neat engine in it that was common to a lot of Audis of the time. This is a normally aspirated inline 5-cylinder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty neat setup. It's got a great sound to it. This one's been a little bit challenging to keep on the road because parts are kind of hard to come by for some of the aspects of this car. The fuel delivery system, this was the Bosch KE Jetronic, so a little bit different than most of the K-Jets that are out there. This being, that little guy right there being the key difference as far as parts availability. That's off of a Mercedes, and I had to pigtail it into the wiring to get it to work. It's a differential pressure regulator on the body of the fuel distributor. I have been driving the Tempo, however, over the last week, commuting to the other side of DC, all the way around the Beltway or through town, depending on the day. But good long commutes. Everything seems to be working fine here. Still haven't finally finished tweaking the shift points on the transmission. Seems to like to shift a lot better with a little bit of throttle than not. There is a procedure, but it requires having the idle set correctly, which I can't do because there are pieces that this car needs that you can't get anymore. So the idle has always been high on it, and it's going to remain high because I'm not going to fix it. But this car has been not a joy to drive. It's not. It just isn't. It's not a great car. It works. That's about all I can say for it. It's neat. So that's about all I can say for this car. If you want to see a good story about this car in particular, but these in general, check out Regular Car Reviews from a couple weeks ago. They just posted the review of this car. Ford has an interesting push rod 4-cylinder engine in it, but it's originally a carbureted engine, and it's got this throttle body thing bolted onto it. So it has one fuel injector, fuel pressure regulator. This throttle body is essentially an electronic carburetor. That's what it is. So I do have 3 other vehicles that count as Radwood. First, the pickup truck is still with us. It's got the big 318 in it. Lots of new parts under here, water pump, alternator, fan clutch. Everything else is legit original, though. I did the radiator too at some point in the past, but this has just been a freaking tank. And we'll continue to drive it. Go to the dump. I had these seats recovered in 2019, I believe, 2019 or 2020. So this car never really made it to daily driver status. I have had it since 2003, a very long time. I've put 60, 70, I've put almost 30,000 miles on this car on my ownership, but over the course of 20 years. So more than 20 years, good God. Anyway, she's nice and not put away yet for the winter. I'm still going to drive it a little bit. I want to run the tank dry and not dry. I don't want to run out of fuel, but I want to go through at least one tank of gas before the winter is upon us. And of course, the 308. The hope is that we are going to do a clutch job on this car this winter. So stay tuned, people. We're going to get back to a 308 wrench time episode, which has been rare. I haven't really been working on this car much. I have been driving it. I've taken it to car shows and just driven it, but haven't really been working on it. It took me about 6 months to source parts to do the clutch and the oil seal fixes on that Ferrari, but I have them now, and the only thing stopping me is momentum. Okay, hi, Carter Rad Savers. This is Mitch's 1993 Corvette C4. His 1987 E28 BMW that likes to break down at the same spot. This is Mark's Volvo 740 GLE. I think this is a 1998. This is familiar to everyone. This was the original giveaway car, but it's now Mark's, and it's on its maybe third engine since then. Little spoiler, there may or may not be two of these. They come in pairs. I can't explain. It's an 80s car thing. And last but not least, we've got Gary's S10 pickup, 1993, the raddest of the rad, with the cap and the stick shift. You just can't find these anymore. Okay, so what do you need in order to daily Radwood? Patience. You need at least 3 cars, no life on the weekends, and a shop with a lift. That's really what I've found. These cars are old, and they develop things that you need to address. And if you didn't have the facilities to do it, it would be too hard. If you were doing this at your home garage, you had to move stuff around, you didn't have a lift, everything takes twice as long, if not longer. Get an oil leak at the rear main seal and you're taking a transmission out. That's not hard here, but it's hard in your home garage. Well, there you have it. The state of the Radwood 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the state of the Radwood is strong.